subscribe. Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, and um, looking for some collectibles, and that's not just because I'm bored. Right now, my farm, I've expanded a little bit. I own. I can show you what I own. Let me just jump over. There we go. Jump over to farmland. What I own, everything in green. So 1 through 10 is what I own, and I just have expanded recently and picked up 8, 9, 10. And the first 6, I believe it is, 7 fields, all these here are going to be grains. And so I've got this written down: wheat, barley. So 2 is wheat, 3 is barley, 4 is oat, 5 is canola, 6 is sorghum, and 7 is soybeans. Now, those are grains, so I decided to organize it that way. I'm not sure if that's the best way to organize it, because I noticed that sorghum requires a planter and the rest of them a seeder. So that means I have to have one specific thing for the sorghum. And then I was going to do everything else also, like in categories, but those categories, there's kind of like a big other category. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. Plus, there's way more land than crops anyway. So I can't be all OCD on this and have to do everything like alphabetically or by month, or there's so many ways you could just overthink this. So my whole point here is, and I'm right in the middle of plowing 8, and then I need to make sure 9 and 10 are plowed. And I'll probably throw in just something that I want to grow. I know I want to grow grass because I like to do the hay bales, and you have to do those manually. I have not been able to figure out how to get a worker to do that for me. So probably because it's so random to pick up the hay bales. So I kind of like that. But also, if we look at the time of the month, right now it's November, and there's a big gap on that calendar right there. I'm about ready to end November, and that puts me in December, which is pretty much nothing. If you're lucky enough to have poplar trees, oilseed radish, or grass, you have something to harvest. Otherwise, there's about 3 months there with not much going on. So what do you do in that 3 months? Well, is it getting dark? It's not really what I had intended on doing here. So anytime it gets dark and I'm trying to do something like this, I'll just run over to the house and crash for the night. So right, the grandpa's just kind of hanging out, watching what's going on. I'm just going to left click the stick and A to sleep. I'll wake up at 7 a.m. Brand new day. Should also be December, I think. Let's see if that turned over the month. Yep, it did. Turned over the month. And you can see I've got $4,500,000. I've got government subsidies that come in pretty much on the max every month. So I didn't want to have to deal with the money part of this game right now. So that's kind of nice, actually. I can just buy what I want, do what I want. So here I am out in the field. And since I've got 3 months where I cannot really do much, now I could, truthfully, I could fertilize, I could put lime on the fields that need it. That's pretty much it. So there are a few things I can do here in a few minutes, but let's go back to this. So these are just the coordinates of where things are found, and I decided to challenge myself a little bit. Originally, I was going to just try to go find all 25, whatever, but I didn't even know what they were, so I had to look up the list. These are so random. I probably would have never found them all. I would have had to click on everything on the map. You might have like 5 buckets, and there's like a little older one maybe in the corner, and that's the collectible. One of them is a desk, an office desk. I would have never thought that was a collectible. So these are all things missing from the museum in town. And so I just picked up the grain elevator diagram at this location here, 656 1500. Unfortunately, I had to use some online references to find it. It was really tricky. So I'm hoping they're not all that difficult. So I'm gonna try to, since I'm close to that location now, I'm gonna try to find what might be close nearby. So it looks like I've got a couple. This grain kicker right here, 790 2023, I think is what I'll look for. So I'm going to move that over to the other monitor. And then what I'm looking for down here on the map in the lower left corner, I'm going to turn around and go back, get out of this park. I'm just trying to get good at using those coordinates. It's not easy using X and Y coordinates on the map. So if I had them all drawn out, which believe me, I'm tempted, and I can mark them. I mean, I'm tempted to actually make an XY map and then put dots on each. I'm not going to go there. So let's just try to find what I say, grain kicker. So 790 is the first number. Right now I'm at 566. So I need to go the other way. Yep. So I'm looking at that number and it's going up. Now that does not mean it's going to put me really close, but it's going to put me on the right coordinate going left to right. So I'm about 90 steps away. 790. Close. 750, 760, 770, 780, 782. So right here, if I were to pull over and look at the map, what this means is, so I'm right there. So 790 is left and right. But I don't know where it is north and south. So east and west is this one. So it is along this line. So you can see where it can be. I'm at the pretty much the bottom of the map. So how hard is it to actually find? Yeah, it's hard. So let me see if I can just go 17. So that definitely gets bigger going this way. And this is why I kind of have like a little side-by-side off-roader. So I'm going to try to keep those numbers the same, 790. And it's kind of fun, actually. So I'm on 790 right there. So if I just stay there and go north until I get to 2093. And actually, I think it's going to be right up in one of these buildings. But 790, I've lost that just a little bit. Let's see which way I go here. 790 this way. Okay, so it's probably up here. Let's just see if I can. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I think this is going to be easy, actually, because I chose wisely. This one is really close. So 790 is, I mean, the coordinates are exactly where it is. So 790 is right here. And then I'm going to get out of this. And then I need 2023. And I'm like 100 steps away. Probably in the barn. Let's go check it out. What am I looking for? A grain kicker. I have no idea what that is. 790, 20, 23. Look how close I am. Grain kicker. I don't know what a grain kicker is. 2023. Boom. And 790. It's over in that corner. This will be the fastest find I've ever done. 790. So, oh, I bet it's that red thing. Grain kicker. That was the fastest one I've ever found on my own, just with coordinates. So, excellent. So, hey, thanks for joining me. That's it. One quick find, the grain kicker, here in FarmSim25. Gives you something to do between farming tasks. So, I'll do these every once in a while. So, and especially in the winter when I've got not much going on here on the farm. So, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time. For now, though, Mr. Johns is out.